From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And I'm Bronte Coy.
And this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Monday, the 30th of May.
We'll start with politics. Barnaby Joyce has been dropped as leader of the National Party. Queensland MP David Littleproud won a vote in the party room today, beating out Joyce and Darren Chester. Peter Dutton was elected unopposed as leader of the Liberal Party today as well, with Susan Ley as his deputy.
Moving on now, there was a terrifying incident in Adelaide this morning. A thief stole a car with a 4-month-old baby in the back seat as the mum ran into a deli to grab a couple of items. Thankfully, the car and the baby were found after a few hours. The thief is still on the run, and according to police, he faces some pretty hefty charges if found.
To call it despicable is an understatement. We potentially are looking at illegal use and kidnapping for the primary offences, which you can imagine from any parent's point of view, it's more than distressing that a child would be taken under any circumstances.
In other news, ANZ could be forced to compensate more customers amid allegations it's continued to mislead people on the balance on their credit card accounts. The financial watchdog, ASIC, announced today it was taking federal court action against ANZ over concerns that, for a long period of time, ANZ overstated the available funds and balances on credit card accounts. The watchdog also claims ANZ charged fees and interest to customers who relied on this information when making withdrawals.
To sport now, the Australian football community is reeling after the shock death of an A-League captain's wife. Lily Pachero, the wife of MacArthur star Ulysses De Vere, suddenly passed away overnight, leaving behind her husband and their 2-year-old son.
We'll be back in just a moment. Kevin Spacey could be extradited to the UK within weeks to face 4 sex charges. The double Oscar winner is wanted back in the UK by British authorities who'll seek formal extradition unless he returns voluntarily. He's accused of historic sexual assaults against 3 young men, but can only be formally charged if he returns to Britain.
And finally, 2 young rappers who were performing in the Sydney CBD over the weekend got the surprise of their life when they noticed the Kid Laroi was in the crowd watching them. 15-year-old rapper Dylan $1 Billion, who was performing with his 11-year-old brother Damien, spoke to 2GB's Ben Fordham this morning.
What was that like for you and your brother?
It was crazy, an experience of a lifetime. Having someone big as the Kid Laroi popping up in the city, it's crazy, sensational. Just him showing love just made my day, made my whole life, really.
Now, did you have any idea that he was there watching on?
No, I had no idea. So I literally saw some of his producers or something like that who should just watch me. And then I looked away to the crowd because I have to keep that momentum. And then I look back and all of a sudden I see Kid Laroi. And my brother's like, Dylan, is that really him? Is that really him? And I'm like, who does it look like, man? It's Kid Laroi, baby.
The Kid Laroi and his entourage ended up giving the young guys a $1,000 tip.
Oh, that's so nice. Imagine spotting them in the crowd. Imagine your nerves.
Exactly.
That's the latest from the newsroom. We'll be back with another update soon.
Get the latest from news.com.au.